Okay, so this is part 3 of the video clips I'm doing, sort of more an in-depth look at the various conditions and sort of side bits to the Asperger's condition. This particular one I'm going to be covering special interests. I'm not going to read anything from the book based on this, but the general theory is that a special interest is something that is indulged in that has more rote than meaning. Now the theory behind that is that this is something that you will indulge in just for a routine, for something to do. From my personal perspective, I have various special interests that I've indulged in over the years. This includes things from military sort of spec. I like looking at tanks and helicopters. There's nothing more to it than that. Giant tanks. I like big American trucks as well, and I have a very, very in-depth knowledge of firearms. I'm not a gun person. I would never shoot guns in real life. I have no intention of joining the army. I do not support any of the armed forces. I don't agree with war full sail. I just like guns. Don't ask. There's just, I've tried to get out of it over the years. There's something about it that keeps me coming back to it. I don't know whether it's just the sheer size of them. It's like a collectability thing more than anything else. I have several books detailing lots and lots of different types of them, and I like looking at all the collections of them. But I think that comes right down to a sort of a base level. The very base level with autism and Asperger's is this thing of collecting data. My sister has Asperger's as well. She has a personality disorder too, but she has Asperger's, and she has a thing about Volkswagen Beetles. So everywhere she goes, if you see a Volkswagen Beetle in a car park, she rushes out with her camera and she takes a picture of it. Now she can remember the car license plates. So everywhere she goes, if she sees a license plate on a Volkswagen, she will remember whether she has a picture of it or not. Now she has somewhere in excess of 700 photos of people's Volkswagens, sometimes with the owners in them, and she does sometimes, if the owners are around, she tries to get permission, because obviously people are a little bit strange if you start taking pictures of their car, so she has been advised to get the owner's permission. Now you see, some of these pictures she has are blurry shots of the car as it's gone past, and she's made a note of the license plate on the notebook, and then she's uploaded the blurry picture to her computer and put the license plate down. Now, for what purpose, one can only wonder. But obviously, from the perspective I can see for the gun things, I can see the same thing for what she has. So you can't really explain it. There is no meaning to it. And it does become more of a routine thing. You just sort of, I've got to indulge in this today. On a more entertaining level, I would presume this is the same reason people collect stamps. I'm not saying everybody who collects stamps is an Aspie. I'm just saying that people who collect things generally tend to have this need to want to categorise and sort and collect some sort of order. So they collect lists or charts and things like this, and that can give you a lot of fun seeing collections complete or adding another one to the collection and things like this. As a child, I certainly remember collecting a lot of things and got a lot of enjoyment out of it. But on the sexual special interest front, if I have a day where I do not indulge in some kind of special interest, I'm lucky I have such a broad spectrum, so it's very difficult to get away from it, then that day tends to feel a little bit unusual, and I will feel a little bit kind of restless at the end of it. And if this goes on for several days, I start to become not so much disorientated, more it's just sort of more pissed off, and that's a really harsh way of describing it. I like music. Good example, I like music. I like lots of different sorts of music, but there is a big selection of music that I do like listening to on a regular basis, and I will listen to that every week. So if I don't listen to those every week, I tend to find I get a bit kind of antsy by the weekend, and then by the next week I'm just kind of really pissed off with everybody. I have no idea why, but that's just the way it is. So I usually cover that from there, and that's all I'm going to say about that.